So again, I want to thank Greg for moderating tonight's debate and for George Mason for hosting tonight's event. I wore a little green in honor of Mason. And I think as you've heard tonight, that our community does stand at a crossroads and we do face stark choices. And the question is, which direction will we take? And I'll say that this is a fork in the road that we have seen before. In 1968, our community debated whether to invest in Metro. The John Weisstats at that time proposed buses up and down Wilson instead. Critics said Metro was gold-plated. They said it was an overbuilt extravagance. A decade ago, opponents said the same thing about the Silver Line, that it was too expensive and proposed more buses instead. Sounds familiar. They were wrong 50 years ago. They were wrong a decade ago. And had they prevailed, we would be a poorer, more congested community today. In fact, under my opponent's approach, we would lose out on billions of dollars in economic growth, thousands of new jobs, hundreds of millions of dollars in funding for our schools and social services. Yet he wouldn't say whether he'd raise taxes on residents or reduce services and funding for schools. I'm running because I'm impatient for solutions and I will bring change. I'm frustrated knowing my children will be in overcrowded schools until they graduate unless we move with greater urgency. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and do our part to address global warming right here at home. I'm impatient with streets that are still too dangerous for adults and for children, on foot and on bike. I'm impatient to create more housing and better transportation that are affordable. And I propose specific plans to address a range of community issues, because my campaign is not just about saying no, it's about getting to yes, to finding solutions to bringing our community together to address the challenges that we face. I will bring a different perspective to the board to address our needs. I'll be the only member of the county board with children in Arlington Public Schools, and I have a deeply personal stake in addressing school overcrowding. I'll bring a background in business, where I focused on how to use innovation to drive better service and lower costs. I'll bring my experience working for Governor Warner to strengthen our relationships in Richmond and advocate for Arlington's best interests. I'll bring my experience starting my own business to addressing the challenge of helping business owners in Arlington create a strong and diverse economy. I'll bring the experience of civic engagement, president of my civic association, chair of the bond campaign, fiscal affairs, and much more, to ensure that we have broad public participation in the decisions that we make. I'll use my experience to find innovative, community-based solutions to the challenges that we face. But even with our challenges, it's clear that we have a great community. The desire of people to call Arlington home clearly shows the value of the investments that have created the community that we know today. And once again, we face a set of generational decisions that will shape our community for decades to come. I will uphold the responsibility to carefully steward resources, to drive innovation in all that we do, to make investments in the future of our community. And I ask for your vote on November 4th to move our community forward so that in 50 years, when others look back and render judgment, they will say, they made the right choices and our community prospered. They were leaders. Thank you.